are walking down the pier toward the USS Yorktown, CV-10, a retired aircraft carrier, where the graduation ceremony will be held for NPTU Charleston, or Goose Creek, for Prototype, where James is graduating from Nuclear Prototype School. There's Patriots Point entrance. And now we're going into the hangar deck.
Sorry.
Between number 4 and 5 in the front row. Straight back.
Well, Judy says she found him back there, but I can't see him.
The invocation. NPTU Charleston. Attention.
Almighty God, in Galatians you remind us, let us not be weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. God, today we thank you for these men and women who over the last 2 years have sacrificed in body, mind, and spirit to do the arduous work of understanding the power-producing principles of nuclear power. We thank you for their dedication, perseverance, and faith to not give up. As you have promised, today is the day, the proper time, when we reap the harvest that we have achieved as qualified nuclear operators to join the finest Navy fleet in the world. Since 1955, the U.S. Navy changed the world with the creation and development of the USS Nautilus, the first nuclear-powered submarine. Since that day, thousands of nuclear-powered operators have been trained to protect and defend our great nation. God, how grateful we are for this power-sustaining technology and for the nuclear operators who oversee and manage its use. We thank you for the support of the leadership, instructors, classmates, family, and friends who have helped these sailors to accomplish so great a task. God, help us to remember that there are times and seasons for all things. Today is a time to rejoice, to celebrate, and to reflect on how far we have come, and to look forward to where we will go. All these things we humbly pray in your holy name. Amen.
NPTU Charleston, at ease, please be seated. Commanding Officer, Mr. Smyer, Board Training Ship 626, Commanding Officer, Command Master Chief, distinguished guests, family, friends, welcome to the Navy Nuclear Power Training Unit Charleston graduation ceremony for Board Training Ship 626, Class 1802. I'm Commander Chad Fell, the Executive Officer. We are pleased that you join us as we recognize these sailors who have dedicated so much of their time and effort in the final phase of their training. We will recognize those students who stand out from their peers. It is important to remember, though, that each student has dedicated thousands of hours in pursuit of this moment. Today is about the accomplishments of our sailors as they complete the Naval Nuclear Propulsion Training Pipeline. I'd like to take a minute to recognize Colonel Philip Hoover, United States Air Force retired, who's attending the ceremony today. Please join me in a round of applause for the family, friends, and shipmates who played a large part in these sailors' success, as you have our heartfelt thanks. It's now my pleasure to introduce Command Master Chief Daniel Webster.
Well, good morning, everybody. Congratulations, Class 1802. More than 60 years ago, Admiral Rigo recognized that an intense training program would be required to ensure the responsible operation of advanced nuclear technology. The training program established was designed to ensure that even those who possess the strongest academic abilities would be challenged like never before. Mission accomplished. To give those in attendance a quick snapshot of what these young sailors have accomplished during their 2 years or less in the Navy, they first completed 8 weeks of basic training where they learned teamwork and how to become a sailor. Once they graduated basic training, they reported to Nuclear Field A School where they learned their rating, machinist mate, electrician's mate, electronics technician, and topics such as tools, test equipment, pumps, valves, fluid systems, basic electricity, electronic theory, mathematics, and they even received a secret clearance. Upon graduating A School, they reported to Nuclear Power School, where they learned even more complex stuff like physics, advanced mathematics, advanced rate training, reactor theory, chemistry, radiological fundamentals, material properties, thermodynamics, mechanical and electrical systems. Then they reported to Nuclear Power Training Unit Charleston, where they put all of that theory to work, and they learned how to stand watch and operate a nuclear power plant. Be very proud of these young sailors, for completing one of the most challenging academic programs in the world. For the students, as all of you travel to your next assignments in service of our country, I'd ask you to remember the 4 following non-technical principles. Besides the obvious, as always, work hard, be on time, and look sharp. First, think. We didn't screen you and train you to be talented robots, but to think. Second, do the right thing because it is the right thing. And since you are your shipmate's keeper, help your shipmates all do the right thing as well. You have to take care of each other. Third, you are part of an elite organization, the Naval Nuclear Power Program. The price of this elite status is you maintaining the highest standards of character coupled with unwavering drive to improve. Many envy our performance and they tell us that we're great, and some have even written books about our program. We will always ask what we could have done better. This has resulted in over 50 years of better plants and better operators. Fourth, as an individual, you are very special. Not because you're part of an elite organization or because you're able to use obscure symbols to describe nuclear reactions. You're very special because you're a sailor. You are now in the process of going to the fleet to take your place on the line. This sacred duty that you voluntarily have taken upon yourself with your family support to place your very life on the line to defend your country if necessary, you've done voluntarily. Personally, I watch you all starting your adventure in the Navy with quite a bit of envy because I wish I could do it all over again, but I can't. You've earned this privilege, and I know you will all make us proud. Lastly, I challenge you all to be a better human being tomorrow than you are today. God bless all of you, and God bless our great country. I wish you all the traditional fair winds and seas of being. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jim Smider, Technical Director for NPTU Charleston.
All right, thank you. Hey, first, I would also like to welcome our family members for coming here, actually for helping support our sailors as they took on the most challenging training program that the United States Navy has to offer, so thank you. Next, I'd like to have our military veterans please stand. Thank you for your service. I asked the military veterans to stand because many of you actually helped encourage the young men and women that are here today to pursue a career in the United States Navy. So thank you for that also. What a great day to be assigned to the Nuclear Power Training Unit, or NPTU as we affectionately call it. The T in NPTU stands for training. We are a training command. More importantly, we're a learning organization. As a part of their training and learning, our sailors must demonstrate a thorough understanding of the design and operation of a real nuclear power plant, personal mastery of the individual systems, and then integrated systems is confirmed by multiple examinations and oral boards. As a part of their training, our sailors must also demonstrate the ability to learn and work as a team. Individual members of the watch team must understand their actions and the actions of the rest of their team as they operate the reactor plant. Ultimately, personal mastery, systems thinking, and team learning can only be achieved after hours of study and multiple theory to practice operations by those who are dedicated to succeed. Captain, Commander, Command Master Chief, based upon satisfactory completion of written examinations, oral boards, and a review of the qualification records of the sailors here today, I hereby certify Class 1802 as Naval Nuclear Propulsion Plant Operators. Class 1802, I congratulate you on your accomplishment and thank you for your service to the United States Navy. I now have the privilege of introducing Captain Tony Lott, Commanding Officer of NPTU Charleston.
Good morning and welcome to winter in Charleston.
So I know that a lot of families came from different places. I moved here from DC a couple of years ago, and I think they got 11, 12 inches of snow this past weekend. So I was glad that I live here. It was just another reminder of that. So congratulations. I'd like to first say to the Class 1802 Warriors, say congratulations to all of you on the job well done. Today you're about to close a chapter in your naval professional career, but it's not even the first chapter yet. Soon you'll be reporting to a United States Navy warship to stand alongside your shipmates defending our nation's interests. For over 240 years, the United States Navy has defended freedom and democracy around the world, and now you have volunteered for that privilege. As you think about that for a minute, let me recognize some other groups, and then I'll come back to talking about you. First, welcome also to all the family members and friends here today, and thank you from me. Behind each and every successful sailor, there are many people supporting them. My staff's on the deck plates today, enabling their success, but long before today, there was the support of family and friends. Your unfailing support is extremely important in the continued success of these sailors. Thank you again for your support, and also for your trust and faith in our naval profession that facilitated them serving our nation. Next, I'd like to thank the staff of the USS Yorktown. I can think of no better venue than recognizing our sailors' efforts before they report to the fleet than here at Patriots Point on board a World War II warship that participated in combat action. We don't have the time for me to lead you through the history of the Yorktown, but I recommend you take the opportunity to spend some time today reviewing the actions this warship played in our naval profession. I also want to publicly thank my staff. Most of them, actually the vast majority of them, are not here today because they are at work preparing the next classes for their qualification and subsequent graduation. Our NPTU sailors and civilians serve in one of the demanding assignments within the Department of Navy, and I'm proud to serve alongside them every single day. Now let's get back to Class 1802. The nuclear power training pipeline is a challenging composition of work. Including both Navy Survival School and Naval Special Warfare Training, you are finishing one of the toughest and most arduous training courses in the entire United States Navy and arguably the nation. I'm exceptionally proud of every one of you, and it's my honor to speak to you one last time before you report to the fleet. That's sometimes tough for a commanding officer to reflect on the past, knowing we likely won't have the opportunity to serve at sea again. But it's absolutely inspiring to look out at you and see the future. You are the future of our nation and our Navy, and I know our fleet is anxiously awaiting your arrival. As you complete your naval nuclear power training, every one of you will be certified to operate the Naval Nuclear Propulsion Plant. By graduating, you're completing both a requirement and a mandate from Admiral Rickover, the father of our nuclear Navy, who made that to Congress over 60 years ago when he said he would train and certify the best sailors in the world to operate the nuclear reactors on board our nuclear ships and submarines. Since then, our program has been a model of high standards and success, as we have steamed over 165 million miles on nuclear power. To put that in perspective, that's over 6,600 trips around the Earth at the equator, or over 330 round trips between the Earth and the Moon. Our Navy has always been busy at every point during my 27 years of service, and that fact is even more true today. Above and below the world's oceans, the United States Navy, the most powerful Navy to ever command the seas, is on watch, supporting every geographic combatant commander in every region of the world. Of our Navy's 180 major naval warships, over 45% of which are powered by nuclear power, many are underway this morning conducting missions vital to national security all around the globe. To me, there's no finer vocation in life than to serve as a sailor in our nation's Navy. In the words of President John Kennedy in his address to the United States Naval Academy in 1963, I can imagine no more rewarding a career, and any man who may be asked in this century what he did to make his life worthwhile, I think can respond with a good deal of pride and satisfaction. I served in the United States Navy. Today, men and women serve alongside one another on board our aircraft carriers and submarines. And now all of you have added your service by becoming a part of our nuclear Navy. For more than a year, you've spent a tremendous amount of time studying and standing qualification watches. You've taken more exams and gotten more checkouts than you probably ever thought
that possible. The fact is you are all Navy nuclear engineers, a very proud group of select men and women that dates back to the initial manning of the USS Nautilus in 1952. And yes, while I'm proud of each and every one of you becoming a member of this elite club, I am most proud to call you a shipmate and a sailor. So my final words to you today have nothing to do with chemistry or thermodynamics or reactor plant characteristics. Rather, I want to say a couple of things that should embody you as sailors. First, when you depart here, or when you report to your first warship, or when you're at home, or you're on liberty, remember that you are a United States Navy sailor and represent the fighting spirit of every sailor that has gone before you. You represent yourself, your family, your squadron, your strike group, your Navy, and your nation. So stand tall and be proud of that. Second, this is a program and a profession founded on character. The real measure of a sailor is demonstrating strong character when the truth is inconvenient. The truth will always find its way out, and if hidden, will become more inconvenient. So be a sailor of remarkable character at all times. Never let your guard down. No matter how strong the influence of the falter may be, always do what is right. You will never be wrong by doing the right thing. Third, be ready for all challenges. The people of our nation expect us to be ready. Never forget that our primary mission is to conduct prompt, sustained combat operations at sea in defense of our nation's interests. We must be ready to do this while operating in some of the world's harshest environments with some of mankind's most advanced technology. You never know when your carrier or submarine will get the call to action, so be ready today. Fourth, every sailor has a unique story and an individual reason for volunteering to serve in our profession. But I believe that regardless of those individual reasons, every man and woman who serves also wants and expects and deserves to be part of a winning team, to be part of a successful organization, to be part of something larger than themselves. Every sailor sees opportunities when they enlist or are commissioned, and every sailor, regardless of background, has a strong desire to do well. Your carriers and submarines will be more successful and more ready with you and the skills you bring to the table from the moment you step aboard the warship. High standards should be your new normal as they come from a legacy of United States Navy professional operations. Anything else is a compromise, so go make a difference. I will close by just saying congratulations once again. I'm proud of your service, and I look forward to hearing of your accomplishments in our great naval profession. Thank you very much.
We'll now take the opportunity to recognize the instructor of the class, Machinist Mate, 2nd Class, Tanner Juck, front and center. Attention to award. This is to certify that the Secretary of the Navy has awarded the Navy Marine Corps Achievement Medal to Machinist Mate 2nd Class, Tanner Juck, for professional achievement and the superior performance of his duties while serving as staff instructor on board Morgue Training Ship 626 at Naval Nuclear Power Training Unit, Charleston, South Carolina, from May 2018 to October 2018. Displaying outstanding leadership as a staff instructor, Pay Officer Juck expertly assisted in the certification of more than 130 officer and enlisted nuclear operators. His extraordinary ability to explain difficult concepts in a manner that provides understanding and retention was specifically noted by his supervisors, peers, and students. His exemplary efforts culminated in his selection as the Morgue Training Ship 626 instructor of the class for Class 1802 from more than 280 selectively screened instructors. Perhaps our Juke's managerial ability, personal initiative, and unswerving devotion to duty reflected credit upon himself and were in keeping with the highest traditions of the United States Naval Service. Signed, D.A. Locke, Commanding Officer, NPTU, Charleston. I'd also like to take a moment to recognize the crew training engineer of the class for 626. Unfortunately, she's unable to be here. Miss Suzanne Hinkle was selected as the 626 crew training engineer based on her enthusiasm, dedication, and her ability to teach and instruct as recognized by the students and supervisors. Here to present the Commanding Officer's Student Academic Achievement Award is Captain James Lyons, U.S. Navy retired, of the Charleston Navy League. This award is presented to the officer and the enlisted student who received the highest overall grade point average. Unfortunately, the officer has already detached. He qualified early and is en route to his ship. That was Lieutenant J.G. Nicholas Lippert. Electricians mate, third class, James Least, front and center.
Captain Lott, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Charleston. This graduate of Navy Nuclear Power Prototype, class of 7503, passes on a job well done to the class of 1802. The Navy League Charleston chapter presents awards to the top officer and enlisted graduates. This class, the top graduates are Lieutenant J.G. Nicholas Lippert and EM3 James Lyson. As we mentioned that the officer has transferred over to his next duty station, so I'll read the certificate. For EM3 James Lyson. The Navy League of the United States congratulates EM3 James Lyson, United States Navy, for special recognition as the enlisted honor graduate NPTU MTS 626, class 1802. In appreciation for your service to our country and your devotion to duty, we take great pride in enrolling you in the Navy Memorial Law, thus preserving for future generations of Americans a permanent record of your service in the United States Navy. Signed, Patrick Capeney, President, Charleston Navy League, Charleston Chapter Navy League of the United States.
Okay, now the moment you've been waiting for. The sailors will soon come up, and as they cross the stage, you may notice there will be special recognition for the Commanding Officer's Personal Excellence Award. The Commanding Officer's Personal Excellence Award is awarded to the sailor chosen from the crew who exhibited the greatest degree of professionalism. The selection criteria for this award takes into consideration the student effort, motivation, adaptability, personal development, and performance of duty. I want to remind guests that we encourage you to come forward and take pictures.
And so we're going to go through. It's you kind of know when people are coming up. Most of it's alphabetical, so you kind of know when your sailor's going to be coming up here. I encourage. We got plenty of space up here to come take pictures, video, whatever you'd like. We'll make sure we get a good one. Also, if you'd like to yell out a favorite nickname or anything like that, my 21-year-old and 16-year-old love it when I do that. So please, if there's any out there that are friendly for the audience, before you yell them out, just yell out like up or high, and we'll make sure they respond appropriately or if they need to. So please take advantage of it. And like I said, thank you to everybody. I want to make sure that picture, video, things like that.
Officer Brandon Stedler, Crew Alpha Personal Excellence Award winner. Good Officer Parker Noes, Crew Bravo Personal Excellence Award winner. Head Officer Aaron Russell, Crew Charlie Personal Excellence Award winner. Messner, Crew Delta Personal Excellence Award. Petty Officer Silas Pizzatello, Crew Echo Personal Excellence Award. Petty Officer Seth Allen. Petty Officer Matthew Allison. Petty Officer Bronson Ballard. Petty Officer Jacob Perry. Petty Officer Madison Beach. Petty Officer Nicholas Beauchamp. Ensign Christopher Bowman. Petty Officer Dallas Bravo. Petty Officer Zachary Brown. Petty Officer Kelly Hawkins. Petty Officer Dylan Campbell. Ensign Cole Carlson. Henry Calarty. Petty Officer William Clemens. Petty Officer Tyler Coy. Ensign Nathaniel Cross. Ensign Kevin DeGroff. Petty Officer Raimundo Delgado. Petty Officer Joshua Diaz. Petty Officer David Dominguez Campos. Petty Officer Darian Duval. Ensign Timothy Eichler. Ensign Jonathan Friel. Petty Officer Sarah Fuller. Petty Officer Brian Garrett. Lieutenant Joseph Garrett. Petty Officer Joseph Gomez. Petty Officer Michael Gonzalez. Petty Officer Caden Goodman. Ensign Mark Gregoire.
She'll always be your mom.
Petty Officer Eric Grotecki. Petty Officer Isaac Crane. Petty Officer Casey Hunger. Ensign Lucas Karnick. Petty Officer Alicia King. Petty Officer Christopher Larson. Petty Officer James Leask. Ensign William Luco. Petty Officer Scott Manners. Petty Officer Stephen Moret. Petty Officer Alejandro Martinez. Petty Officer William May. Petty Officer Natalita Munoz. Petty Officer Noe Murillo. Petty Officer Dylan Aaron. Ensign Charles Noyes.
Best answer ever! So all these drinks. And lunch, right?
Petty Officer Jack Ollenberg. Petty Officer Patrick Paste. Petty Officer Rachel Hallman. Petty Officer Michael Parcell. Petty Officer Tyler Patassi. Ensign Catherine Reynolds. Petty Officer Dylan Roberto. Officer Ryan Rodriguez. Petty Officer Anuti Rodriguez. Lieutenant Michael Romano. Lieutenant Madeline Ryden. Petty Officer Alan Salazar. Petty Officer Nathaniel Smith. Petty Officer Charles Smithley. Petty Officer Sean Snedden. Petty Officer Hayden Snodgrass. Petty Officer Josephine Spencer Spire. Petty Officer Ezekiel Starr. Petty Officer Tyler Stanley. Petty Officer Stephen Thomas. Petty Officer Mitchell Tranto. Petty Officer Fabian Valentine. Petty Officer Zachary Vallet. Petty Officer Richard Ware. Finally, Ensign Benjamin York. Fifth Officer Dylan Wagner.
He's not always last in line, but he got last in line today, so a round of applause for being last. Before we close, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out once again. We'd like to appreciate and recognize the family and friends and support network that our sailors have. Because it is a team effort for everyone who successfully got through our program and is going to go to that next quarter show. It's right beside all the sailors. And they volunteered a long time ago to report for the first show. They're going to be doing that here very soon. They're going to continue to need the great support and, that you're providing, and then hopefully we will set them up for success. If there's anybody who didn't get a good picture or want something else, feel free to come up. We have any amount of time to finish something if you like that. And I hope everybody enjoys Charleston for however much time that you have here. It's good. The weather is going to get a little cold over the weekend for us, usually. So be aware of that and safe travels wherever you can.
Our graduation ceremony. Thank you for attending. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day here at Patriots Point and in Charleston. Once again, congratulations to graduates. Thank you for friends and family and shipmates for being here. On behalf of the commanding officers, and Command Master Chief, I wish you fair winds and following seas. NPTU, Charleston, attention, dismissed.
Just a second. We're gonna have some fun.
Alright, so real quick.
Trying to get that out of the shadow so no one can see it. There we go. That's a little better.
I thought this thing turned into a lovely
Does it? Yes.
Is this where
Russell got cruel.
Why is it doing this stupid machine?
That's what I mean. Oh yeah.
So there's the next class, MTS 635, I think is their number, mustering for the graduation in an hour. And this is the hangar bay of the Yorktown.